Today we're going to make cream cheese salsa dip. So the first thing you're going to need is 1 stick of cream cheese. I use Philly. You can use light or regular, it doesn't really matter. And the next thing I'm going to use is sour cream. Any kind of sour cream. I'm going to use probably 1/2 to 3/4 of a 500 milliliter tub of sour cream. It just depends on how thick or how thin you want your dip to be. So I'm going to put it all into one bowl. I'm not even sure how much I'm going to use today. I usually eyeball this, so... Okay, so I'm going to use 3/4 of this container, I should say. And I'm going to whip it up, and when this is nice and smooth, I'll be back. Okay, all whipped, nice and thick. Takes a couple of minutes to whip it though because it is cream cheese. Helps if you keep your cream cheese soft and just soften it up before you use it. Leave it out for half an hour or so. And I'm just going to put the whole thing on the bottom of the bowl. This is a great way to clean out your fridge and use up some of that stuff that's just kind of hanging around, needs to be used up. I'm going to push this kind of firm down. I don't want any air pockets down there. The whole thing will collapse. And there you go. That's the base. And this is delicious. I could sit down and eat this all day. Next thing I'm going to do is put salsa in it. I use regular salsa, any kind of our favorite salsa. What did I use today? The Tostitos. You could use anything. Homemade salsa, your favorite salsa, whatever you like. This is kind of sweet. So I know my daughter likes a little hot in there. So you could put red hot in there. You could put some chili flakes in there. You could do anything in there. I'm going to put this in there today. She likes this one. So I'm going to put a couple of, well, a little bit more than a couple of splashes, just to give it a little bit of a kick. And then I'm going to spoon it on top of my base. I may need a little bit more than that, and I can already smell the heat. You can actually smell the heat of that. And I'm going to put, probably need a little bit more of this, because I like a thick layer of this. Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit more on there. Didn't quite get enough out. And I don't want this to splash all over the place, so I'm going to do it like this. Just put a nice layer on. And then we're going to dress it up. That enough? Maybe a little bit more. Why not? Have at it. It's fun. Next thing I'm going to do, I've got some green peppers and some red peppers, regular sweet peppers. And I'm just going to put that on top. I like a lot of peppers in this, especially fresh peppers. It really makes a difference. And this is fantastic. You got somebody coming over, play cards, or watching a movie, or anything like that. Quick, easy, and it feeds a lot of people. A lot of people. Next thing I like to do is, I like to have extra tomato in there. I use Roma tomatoes. I think they're beefier, they're nicer, to me anyway. They're not so slushy as the other tomatoes. So I put some chunks of tomato in there because I like that when I can have fresh tomato on my chips. And how much of this goes in is totally up to the individual. You can add anything to this. Sky's the limit. So I just put, yeah, I'm going to finish that tomato. Just 1 tomato. And then on top of that, I know I put some heat in there, but I'm going to put a little bit more because the young people in my family seem to like that. So I'm going to put, I had a quarter of a hot pepper, and I diced it super fine because I don't want to be jumping around all over the living room with my mouth on fire. So just really super fine. You don't want a huge bite of that in with your chips. And then I'm going to put some cheese on it. Any kind of cheese that you like can work on this. This is just regular mozzarella with cheddar cheese. Anything that you can come up with will work on this. Trust me. It could be, you know, any flavor, any heat. It really, it all works. And I put a lot of cheese on this. It's kind of my thing. What's sour cream and salsa without cheese? And that would be sad. So there goes my cheese. And then to top it off, I'm going to put green onion on this because I love green onion on this. I'd rather have green onion than any other kind of onion in there. And this just makes it when you get some of that green onion on your chip. Oh, it just makes it. And look how quick it took me to do this. Done in no time. And it sits great in your fridge. If you got something the next day and you want to make this beforehand, this is excellent. Absolutely excellent. It stays really well in the fridge. And then, my other favorite thing to put on this, look at the mess I'm making, is cilantro. So I had a little bit of cilantro in the fridge, some fresh cilantro, and I'm just going to chop that up. Because we love this flavor. Never have enough of this. You could use dried cilantro too. I would definitely do that if I didn't have fresh. And just put that on top. And there you go. Salsa, cream cheese salsa dip. Doesn't get any quicker or better than that. Now that is tested, tried, and true. You can't beat it. Great for any time. And you should see how pretty it is on the side of the bowl if you use a clear bowl. I don't know if you can see that, but see that? That is just pretty. So, give it a try. Till next time. Hey, dough.